Peter Eliades with you. Stock market cycles update for Wednesday, October 23rd. Going to be a relatively short one, not too much to go over. We still have our longer term upside projections are very much in effect. They have nothing to do with the short term or what may happen short term, but we'll show you a couple of possibilities in today's update. The first chart we want to show you is one we were going to show you yesterday, and we had it in our notes and never showed it to you. I wish we had, because it would have been a very good guideline for you today. But I love channels, always loved channels. I shouldn't say always, but certainly for the last 15 or 20 years, I have loved drawing channels in the market. And look at this one, it's a beauty. There are 3 points actually on the top part of the channel, the high here, and the high here. Now, these are done, TradeStation software that I have snaps to the exact highs on these, so these are not done haphazardly and, well, that's close, let's draw the line here. Let me zoom in on these and give you an idea as to how exacting they are. These first 2 highs here, you would think you might be able to distinguish them if you zoomed in on them. You can't distinguish them. The line is virtually exactly the trend line, the tops line, the upper channel line is virtually exactly on both of those highs. So if we zoom out again, guess where the high occurred on October 11th? I mean, virtually exactly on that line again. So now we have a guideline that allows us to draw a lower parallel channel line. Now you might say, well, you don't need the channel lines. This was just an uptrend line that we could have drawn from the low of October 3rd through the low of October 8th, and you would have got the same results. Well, not quite. Close, but not quite. The black line, the black lower line, is the exact parallel to the upper line. The red line is the rising bottoms line from the lows on the 3rd and the 8th. So you can see there's a little space in here, and I would say that the channel line was the more accurate of the two. And this is also territory to watch. Should we start breaking below these 2 lines, then that could mean some more weakness coming in shorter term. It's not going to affect the upside projections, at least not immediately, because there's still room down in here to come down if the market wants to do that. That's the first chart we want to show you. The next one we want to show you is the one that we showed you the other day, and that's this one right here. This is the S&P daily. This one is the closing price. Notice that we broke above this downtrend line pretty nicely a couple of days ago on October 21st. We came down to it yesterday, and we showed you that. That's a typical technical expectation. You break above a line, you come back to it from above. You break below an uptrend line, and then you come back up to it from underneath. So we saw a typical expectation here coming down to the line and starting off to the upside again today. That doesn't mean the market's in the clear, but it did what it should have done in order to be a positive outcome here. Now remember, however, that the intraday bars, let's bring them up here. There we go, right here. The bar chart, the red line represents the tops on the bar chart, and that has not been broken yet to the upside. The closing one hints that it will be broken, but it has not occurred as yet. So that's where we stand in terms of these 2 trend lines, this kind of technical trend lines on the S&P cash index. The last chart we're going to show you is some very short-term projection charts, and that is, this is an hourly projection chart for the S&P cash. We call it hourly. Again, it's 65-minute chart because it fits exactly 6 bars into the market day. 390 minutes in the cash market day, 65 times 6, 390. That's where we get it. But this is interesting. Look, we have a downside projection here that was established at the opening on the 23rd. Now we've gone sideways and had a nice little up closing today, but we have not invalidated that downside projection yet. And we really need to get up past these recent highs. If we do that tomorrow, then we can invalidate the projection. depending, of course, on when we do it. But I want you to be aware that we continue to have these downside projections. They call for 29.8577 rounded off. That's the minimum expectation, to as low as 29.7932. So that's where we stand in terms of the very short term. These could be met tomorrow. Indeed, if we start getting up above the 3012, 3015 level, you can probably assume that these downside projections will not be met. You came pretty close to them here, but didn't meet them. That's where we stand. Wednesday, October 23rd. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so yet. That way you'll be notified of any changes that are made, any short-term updates. And please give us comments below if you're enjoying these updates. Let us know you're enjoying them. If you're not for some reason, let us know what you find wrong with them. Thanks a lot for watching.